The objectives of this whole podcast is just to promote health and fitness all over the world. And I want y'all to understand too. I got my notes right here, so I don't ever come unprepared. I don't want y'all to be unprepared. So get y'all pen and y'all papers, take notes, because I do be vessling. I do be vessling, and because it's the first podcast, I'm not gonna be too long, so y'all don't gotta, expect a 20-minute video. This is just really me introducing myself, talking a little bit briefly about what I stand for and what I do as a health and fitness coach, and what I'm trying to promote, and what my overall goal is when it comes to this podcast. So it's not gonna be a super long video. I'm a little agitated, and I'm a little bit hyper because it's my first time doing this, and I want it to be perfect. So I want it to be perfect, and I want you guys to really learn something from it and really catch value from my very first podcast and podcasts to come. So I want y'all to learn something from episode one. I want people to say, man, from the first episode, I learned something from Coach Tip, and he provided value into my life like nobody ever has did. And just before I even get started, the reason why I'm doing this podcast too, another purpose behind this podcast is because I understand a lot of people can't afford to have a health and fitness coach. I'm pretty expensive myself, and you guys have to understand, yes, you're going to pay for my time. So how can I provide value to people for free? Is by starting a podcast, starting a YouTube channel, and just getting the word out there on how to be healthy and fit. So I'm here to answer y'all questions. I'm here to help you guys reach your fitness goals quick, fast, and efficient without no injuries. I'm here to help you guys really know what it's like to be healthy and how you can get healthy. So this is what I'm here for. This is what this podcast is for. This is free information. This is free advice. This is just all facts too, cause I got my computers. I got my books. I got everything. I got my notes. I got everything by me to ensure you guys that I'm giving y'all facts and that I'm giving you guys vital information that can help you reach your fitness goals fast, safe, and efficient. I want to help you guys live a long, healthy life. I want y'all kids to enjoy their time with y'all. I want y'all grandkids to enjoy their time with y'all. So I'm gonna help y'all get as healthy as you can get. And this is the way I can do it for free. This is the way I can do it for free. Like, if y'all want to donate stuff, I'm not going to go there now because I'm just not getting started. But if y'all want to help, you know, add value to this podcast, it's always appreciated. I'm always accepting donations and stuff like that. But first, let me provide y'all with value first. Let me show y'all that I'm legit. Let me show y'all what I can do. So I don't need no donations right now. I need y'all to just listen. I need y'all to just receive what I'm saying, apply it to your lifestyle, and tell me how y'all feeling after y'all applied it. All right, so we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it done. Let's get into it, all right? So, why do a lot of people not care about their health until they have a health issue? Now they wishing it was healthy. See, I notice when a lot of people get sick, the only thing they wish for is to be healthy. But once they healthy, they ain't worry about it. They ain't worry about maintenance. They ain't worry about the caregiving that they need to give to their bodies. They don't care about flourishing. They just care about doing what they want to do. And 9 out of 10, they tearing their body up. I'm going to try to keep my profanity down to a minimum. Because y'all know when I get the dust, I get the cussing. But I don't cuss because I just got a potty mouth. I cuss because it's a lot of passion coming behind these words, and I have to emphasize a lot of stuff. So I understand if I use profanity, it shows y'all how deep I'm into it because y'all gonna hear me use a profanity in a way. I'm not just cussing because I'm a sailor. Never been on a boat a day in my life, but we out here bustling. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so the three things I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about number one is how to get your fitness journey started. All right. So when it comes to getting your fitness journey started, family, I want y'all to understand that you do not need a gym. All right. You do not need a gym as long as you have a body. You are more. When it comes to starting your fitness journey, family, what I want y'all to understand is do not follow the status quo. You don't need to get no workout clothes. You don't need to get no supplements. You don't need to find a perfect gym or find a perfect personal trainer so that you can get your fitness journey started. You just need yourself. I want you to understand that as long as you have a body, you are more than capable of exercising your right to be healthy. All right, and that's what I want you to understand. So when it comes to getting your fitness journey started, I like to tell people to start at small habits. Small habits. You can't live a certain lifestyle and then think you about to just do a whole 360. No, you got to change one small habit at a time. So I tell people who, if you never worked out before and you just getting your fitness journey started, just start off with walking. Just start off with walking and drinking a little bit more water. And we'll get into the water thing a little bit later. But instead of drinking more water, eat more fruit, eat more vegetables, because those are packed in water as well. If we're talking about hydration and getting the electrolytes to your body. So I tell people like that. I'm not going to write somebody who's never worked out a 2 week workout routine. They're not going to get it. They're not going to do it. I don't care what you think you're doing. We're going to start small. So when it comes to starting your fitness journey, start off small. Start off with a walk. Start off with body weight. Start off with body weight and then flourish. So you don't need to go buy a gym membership because you want to go get started on your fitness journey. You need to just get started moving. You need to start moving. because that's what your body's lacking. It's lacking movement, which is why it's coming into a depression state of mind, which is why stuff is getting clogged up, which is why blood flow ain't flowing correctly, which is why you have an imbalance inside your body. So you need to just start moving at the end of the day. So the best way to get your fitness journey started is just to start moving. There's no hop on the bench press, hop on squats, start with weight, start with this. No, the best way to start is just to start moving. Use your body, aka body weight. So the best way to start is body weight. Move your body. Start walking. Do some body weight squats. Do some push-ups. Do some jumping jacks. Walk up some stairs. Go on a hike. Just breathe better. That's how we get our fitness journey started, all right, y'all? I don't want it to be more complex because I notice a lot of people start their fitness journey, but and they stop. And not only do they stop, they get into a worse position because they think fitness aren't for them. They think being healthy and exercise and fitness and stuff, they think is not for them. And I hate that for people. You ever talk to somebody? You ever met somebody who, like, at coaches? I'm talking to the coaches. You ever met somebody who denied your services, and then 3 months later they was in a worse predicament than they was when they first talked to you? I can't do that. So don't fall for the status quo stuff that you need protein, that you need creatine, that you need BCAAs, that you need pre-workout, that you need a personal trainer in order to hit your fitness goals. It's all going to fall on you. Do you really want to get healthy? See, what y'all got to understand about me as a coach too, when I interview my clients, because I don't just accept anybody on my team. I literally interview you to make sure that you're serious about your health and fitness goals, that you're really committed to your health and fitness goals. And if you're not committed, and you sound like you're not committed to me, I can't work with you. I can't work with you because you're going to make me look bad, you're going to make yourself look bad, and you're just going to make everything complicated. And we don't want that. We don't want complications. We want people who really want to be healthy, who really want to take care of their bodies, who really want to live a long, healthy lifestyle. We're not looking for people who want to cut it short, who just want to taste of what it feels like. Oh, I just want to see what fitness is like. You know, I don't got time for that stuff. I teach people down to the T on how to be healthy. Everybody who's ever worked with me, all my clients that I've ever worked with, they're all taking care of themselves to this day. They're all working out to this day because I put something in their head that made them realize that they need to take care of their body forever. That their body is their primary component, their primary vessel. That's their number one vehicle that's going to get them through this world. Nothing else is adapting to this world, to this environment, but your body. So you have to assist your body into adapting to this world. You have to make sure it's healthy. You got to make sure it's at its strongest capability to adapt and migrate through this life. Otherwise, you're going to fall short, all right? So, what we going to do when it comes to starting your fitness journey, a lot of people will want you to think that you need to go get a gym membership, that you need to buy some protein, get some creatine, get some pre-workout, get some BCAAs. You got to get a coach. You got to do all this extra stuff just to reach up, just to get started. You got to have the perfect outfits. You got to have the perfect equipment. You got to have all this stuff to get started. You don't need none of that shit. You don't need none of that shit. And what you need to do when it comes to you want to be healthy and fit, because we can't take health out of fitness. It's always been health and fitness, y'all. It's never been just fitness. So if you want to be healthy and fit, we need to stop, reflect, see how we've been living our lives, and then we make changes. We can't just start adding stuff, because you can add a coach all you want. I'm a person. I'm a PT. I'm a coach. You can't just add me into your lifestyle without reflecting. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing the reflecting for you. I'm going to ask you the same questions you should be asking yourself. Well, what have you been doing? What have your program consisted of? How have you been eating? How have you been living? What have your environment been looking like? A lot of that stuff matters. So you gotta start asking yourself. So the first thing you're gonna do when it comes to starting a fitness journey in your family, first thing we're gonna do is stop and reflect. What have we been doing? What have I been doing that caused me to get into the position that I'm in right now, and how can I change it? That's the first thing we're gonna do. All right. The second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out our why, because our why is always gonna be deeper. Because whenever we want to give up, we're gonna remember why we started. It's gonna keep us going. So that why is always gonna keep you going. So after we stop and reflect and see what got us here, let's ask ourselves why we don't want to be here. And now it's time to make change. All right. So I see a lot of people trying to add supplements and stuff to their protein or to their workout regimen. They're trying to add protein. They're trying to add creatine. They're trying to add BCAAs, pre-workout. They're trying to do all this extra stuff. Buy all these little muscular brands, these popular brands, because they think it's going to help them. And what y'all got to understand is that these supplements, the lack of these supplements ain't the reason why you're where you are. The lack of these supplements ain't put you in this position. You're not in the position that you're in because of the lack of these supplements. You're in this position because of the lack of your self-respect for yourself. See, you ain't respect your body. This is why the reason why you're here. Let me tell you something. You can't heal off hate. You can't heal yourself if you hate yourself. So you have to love yourself, be ready to make that change, and I promise you, you're going to start to flourish. But let me tell you something. The lack of those supplements is not the reason why you where you are. The lack of those supplements is not the reason why you are where you are. It's the lack of your self-confidence, the lack of your self-love, the lack of you really wanting to be healthy and fit. The lack of knowledge, it's the lack of you. It's not the supplements. See, supplements ain't gonna help you get to where you want to get. It's up to you. It's up to you. So don't think because you're starting your fitness journey, you got to add all these supplements because they just trying to sell you something, sell you a false dream. Because what you guys understand is because if your digestive is all fucked up, see, they're not telling you that these powders, these supplements, they're supposed to interact with healthy cells, not unhealthy. They're not gonna make an unhealthy cell healthy. They're not gonna make an acidic cell alkaline. They're not gonna do that. But they want you to believe that. So if you fucking up your body and you putting extra chemicals inside your body, what you think is happening inside your body? A fucking catastrophe. Understand that. So you have to clean your body out. You have to clean it out. So when it comes to your fitness journey, don't try to add anything, family. Don't add anything. Change shit around. Adapt to a new lifestyle. Start taking shit out because you got too much going on, which is why your body looks like it's got too much going on. You feel me? Got diabetes here, got fucking high blood pressure here, you got this going on here, you got cramps and stiffness going on over there, you got limited range of motion going on over there. Your body going through too much. So why you want to add extras? Let's start taking shit out. You feel me? So that's how we got to look at it, y'all. So when it comes to starting your fitness journey, just stop and reflect on what you've been doing. Realize what you want. Figure out your reason why you want what you want and why you want to change, and then change. We take small steps, baby steps, small habits. Small habits, all right? And then those lead up to big gains, okay? So that's how we're going to do that, all right? So you don't need a gym. You just need to move. You don't need supplements. You need to eat better, family. You don't need a gym, family. You need to move more. And you don't need supplements, family. You need to eat better. Treat your body better. Your body is a reflection of how you've been treating it. So it's not going to lie. The body don't lie. That's one thing about the body. It don't lie. You love yourself? Yeah. Why your body look like that? You don't. You don't. All right? And I hate to be that guy to sound like a bad guy, but man, it's just facts. It's just facts. In order for me to help my clients get healthy, in order for me to help my clients get healthy, I got to talk to them with the truth. I ain't about to sugarcoat shit. I ain't finna lie to you to make you feel better about yourself. No. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to weigh your options, and I'm going to give you the choice to make. And every time my clients make that right decision, I feel good about myself because I know they really did love themselves. They just didn't know how to love themselves, all right? Remember that. Number two, so why women need to build muscle. I had a client who told me that, hey, I don't want to build too much muscle. I don't want to be buff and stuff like that. And I get it. I get it. Women don't want to be buff. They don't want to have big shoulders, big biceps, big triceps and stuff like that. Some women do. I respect it. That's on you. But I know a lot of women don't. A lot of women that I worked with, they don't. Which I gotta understand is it's a difference between muscle quality and muscle quantity. So although a lot of women may not want the muscle quantity or like the size of the muscle to be so big, you still want that muscle quality. So you want your muscles to function the exact same way they will function if you feel like they was big and superior. All right, you want muscle quality. You want quality muscle because that's what's functioning everything inside your body. We're talking about physiology health, our physiological health inside your body. Our muscles, our organs, they communicate through skeletal muscle. So you gotta build that muscle. Lack of muscle is what causes a lot of complications in our lifestyles. It causes a lot of complications because no matter what disease you look into, no matter what type of things your body going through, it's all going to come back to skeletal muscle. So if you're lacking muscle in somewhere or lacking quality of muscle somewhere in your lifestyle's going to be complicated. You're not going to be able to perform a certain way, not going to be able to feel a certain way, your organs not going to be performing a certain way that they should be performing, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, I don't want to get too deep into it because I can do this all day. And I start talking fast. When I start talking fast, family, that means I'm vested, so I gotta slow myself down. All right, so I'm gonna slow myself down. All right, but to my women clients, which I gotta understand too, is that women are, I wouldn't say 99% poor, but women produce estrogen. So I gotta understand women produce a lot of estrogen. So no matter how much weight you lift, you're not gonna get as buff as a male. You're not gonna pass them unless you start taking that testosterone. If you start taking that testosterone, then hey, you might pass up a male depending on how hard you lift them. But for women, that estrogen is going to keep you from looking buff. Now look, I work with a lot of bodybuilders. I work with a lot of women who lift heavy weight, and these women look great. They look great, muscular and all. They got some vascularity on their upper body, but they look great. They look feminine. They look soft. They look beautiful. They still look good. They don't look manly. They don't look. I've seen those ones who look, but you know that's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle. I can't complain about them. They're not my type, but I can't complain about them. All right. But when it comes to women, y'all can't let that fear of you looking too buff stop you from building that muscle that your body needs to flourish. We're talking about living a healthy lifestyle, playing with your kids. Talking about being able to stay active. See, a lot of women don't You don't want to lack those muscles. That's going to stop you from flourishing in your daily lifestyle, because it's this thing called atrophy where your muscles start to lose and you can't gain those muscle fibers back. So now certain movements is taboo to you. Certain movements is irregular for your body. So you can't even do it anymore. And you don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose access to your fingers. You don't want to lose access to your elbows. You don't want to lose access to your joints. You don't want to lose that access. You want to keep that access 24/7 as long as you're alive. All right. So man, yeah, my women, y'all gotta lift weights, man. Y'all gotta get that muscle. If you start taking testosterone, steroids and stuff like that, then yeah, you gonna get buff. All right, y'all. So moving on to number three. Number three, water intake and hydration. So this is gonna be a quick little topic. So what I want to talk about this topic is when it comes to water and hydration, family. I gotta understand, just because you're drinking water, that doesn't make you hydrated. What makes you hydrated is electrolytes and minerals. Minerals and electrolytes is what electrolytes your body and keeps you moving. All right, so that water has to have electrolytes and minerals. If you're drinking purified water, distilled water, I guarantee you're not getting electrolytes and minerals that you think you're getting. You're not, because you have to be drinking spring water. The reason why you drink spring water is because that water goes through the rock bed. It collects the minerals and electrolytes from the rocks, and now it's electrifying your body from those rocks. It always falls down to Mother Earth. It always falls down to nature. Earth, water, earth, and fire. Our fire, water, wind, and earth, rock, or however you want to put it. So that's how you got, and it's going to always come down to that. So the best water to drink is the water from a spring. That's if you're drinking bottled water. So the best type of bottled water to drink is the water that comes from a spring. If the water says alkaline water, I wouldn't trust it, because once that water hit the light, all the electrolytes is leaving. That whole pH is gone. Once it hit light. Alright? So I'm not trusting any alkaline brand. Oh, it's alkaline water. No, the only alkaline water you're going to get is spring water. The water that went through the rock bed, or you're going to get your water from your fruits, which is H3O2. That's the only water you're getting from your fruits and vegetables or from the spring. We don't do reverse osmosis around here. Reverse osmosis right here is doing you more harm than good. Reverse osmosis water is doing you more harm than good. We'll get into that on another episode. We can talk about it, but for the sake of this episode, we're not going to talk about it. But reverse osmosis water, that's not healthy water. Purified water, that's not healthy water. Distilled water, that's not healthy water. None of these waters is hydrating you and giving you the electrolytes and minerals that you need to function. None of them. The only thing that's going to give you that healthy electrolytes and minerals is spring water and H3O2, which is your water from fruits and vegetables. And people always say, should I drink a gallon of water every single day? You should not. You should not be drinking a gallon of water every single day. If you are eating your fruits and vegetables, you're getting more than enough water content inside your body. You're getting more than enough water intake inside your body. So you do not need a gallon of water. And if you're talking about drinking a gallon of water that's just regular purified water, you're drowning yourself. Because none of that water, that whole gallon of water that you just drank has no electrolytes. It has no minerals. So it's not hydrating your body. So why would you put a gallon of dehydrating water inside your body? You dehydrating yourself. You fucking up your potassium levels and shit. Alright? So what you gotta understand is drinking a gallon of water should be taboo. If you're eating your fruits and your vegetables and you're eating your plants, you're getting your water content inside your body. So you should not be drinking a full gallon of water every single day. Especially if that water ain't gonna electrolytes and minerals in it. If it's not a gallon of spring water, I get it. A gallon of H3O2, shit, that's a lot, but I get it. Because you actually hydrate your body. But you're going to notice once you drink a cup of fruit water or your H3O2 or your spring water, you're going to feel that urge to get going. But once you drink purified, distilled, or any of those reverse osmosis water, you're going to get drained. You're going to get drained, all right? So we got to make sure that we're drinking the right type of water. And you're going to understand. Look at the calories. Calories is what? Calories is your energy source. So a source of energy is called a calorie. If you look at any purified bottled water, it's all going to say 0. Because it's giving you no sources of energy, which is why you got to turn to the fruits. You got to turn to the vegetables. The stuff or the food from the universe that gives us that water, gives that electrolytes and minerals that gives our bodies the fucking energy that needs to flourish. That's why we eat our fruits and our vegetables. So if you're eating your fruits and your vegetables throughout the whole day with all your meals, you don't need to drink a gallon of water every day because you're already hydrated. That water is going to dehydrate you. All right? So when it comes to water intake and hydration, understand it's a big difference between your water intake and actually being hydrated. I want y'all to think of regular water as a reset. I'm just resetting my body to get my pH back right. But I want y'all to think of H3O2 and actual minerals and electrolytes. I want you to think that as pure hydration. Let's look up hydration. So So let's look up hydration. What does it mean to be hydrated? Let's look up what it means to be hydrated, y'all. Hydrated, combined with water, forming hydrate or a hydroxide. Hydration, the act of combining or causing to combine with water. The condition of being combined with water. That's hydration. Combined with water. So water itself is not hydrating you. Something has to be combined with that water to hydrate you. We're looking at it right now. To be hydration is the act of combining or causing to combine with water, which means you have to combine something with water. Not water itself. Something has to be inside that water that's going to help electrify your body and hydrate you, okay? So understand that. So when it comes to hydration, you can't just be drinking regular water and thinking you hydrated. You can't. That water has to have something inside it, okay? So the condition of being combined with water. What's inside that water? Electrolytes, minerals. Inside that water, it's just a liquid route. So we know what it means to be hydrated. You can't just drink water. So we got the facts right there. What? The first and last word in medicine for over 110 years. So we're not gonna argue that. So to be hydrated is to combine something with water inside your body. What has to be inside that water? It can't just be water because water is not hydrating you. And that's facts. All you gotta do is look this stuff up, y'all. So when it comes to water intake and hydration, those are two completely different things. You're intaking your water, but are you hydrating yourself? Or are you what? Drowning yourself.